didn't want to be a problem. Oh, we're recording. Okay, continue. I could have left the meeting, but you have my consent to record. I'm really excited. Let's hear some singers. Who's first?
Whoever would like to go first, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and begin.
I guess I'll go first. Just need to set everything up. Hi. Oh no. Okay. Hi, my name is Jana Harmon. I'm a junior in high school, and I will be singing Beste Jüngling by Mozart. Thank you.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Yay! Okay, so your name is Jana? Jana? How do you say it?
Yes, Jana.
Jana. Oh my gosh, I loved it. You're so charming. I want to tell you first something that you did that like nobody does, which is that it was very natural. Your presentation seemed so natural, like you were just a person that was enjoying yourself. It was very fun to watch you sing that.
Thank you.
I love that. Thank you for doing that for us, because I think most people get so caught up in the stress and the pressure of performance that they can't just like enjoy themselves. But you gave the impression that you were really genuinely in the experience. And so for that, that's brave. And ultimately, everyone, please take notes of this part. That's what we should be doing for the audience. That's like what we owe the audience, actually. If we're so, this is the thing, I had this experience once. I used to be so nervous when I introduced myself. I used to feel compelled to make a stupid joke or like I remember one time I did this huge audition in America for like 60 casting directors, agents, people from all over the States. It was when I was a young artist in Santa Fe. And I walked out on the stage and introduced myself in German. Ta-da! I was just so nervous. It had to go somewhere.
Right.
And that's what happened for me. But here's the thing. Subsequently, I realized they don't feel uncomfortable. They don't need the tension to be broken, which is what I was trying to break my own tension, right? So what we owe the audience is what you just did, which is to like overcome your own tension in favor of just presenting something natural. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Can you introduce yourself to me again? This is a simple thing. And I want, please, every singer after you also, when you say your name, intone down. This sounds stupid, but maybe this is just an external thing for you to focus on again, to take some of the pressure off. But when we intone up, it's like a question. So if you're talking about yourself and you have a question, it just sort of sounds insecure.
Okay.
So if you say, my name is Jana Harmon, just intone down, intone your name down. Try it.
My name is Jana Harmon.
There you go. It's so simple, but this one thing, I think also these subtle things can make a difference to your body. It's like you're telling your body, we're affirmed. You know, I am validated by saying my name this way, you know, and also whenever you're in this, I just feel like you're going to do so well with that. But when you walk in, it's like, you're welcome. You know what I mean? Like you should tell them, I'm here. I know you've been waiting for a solution to your problem and here it is. Aren't you glad? You know what I mean? If you can keep that beautiful smile on your face and like really just breathe and assert yourself and toning down, I think those are great things. Okay, now let's talk about the singing really quick, which was also really beautiful. I want you to breathe in slowly through your nose and feel inside your throat as you breathe in through your nose. What do you feel?
Air.
Do you feel a cool spot?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now let's start over and sing this and try to keep that spot cool as you exhale. Okay? Okay, wait. Another thing is when you breathe in through your nose, your larynx is going to relax, right?
Right.
Okay, so I don't want it to go up when you start. Okay, breathe in through your nose, let that larynx relax, and then try to Mr. Jüngling. Say it once. Mr. Jüngling. Say it in a weird high voice, but say it.
Mr. Jüngling.
There you go. Now try to sing like that. That's a lot better. That's a lot better.
Okay.
So what happens is if your larynx goes up, the body is like, oh, this is an easy way to get a high note. I don't know why. I really should study this more so I can describe in detail for people, but it's so normal for the larynx to go up on a high note.
Okay.
But when it does, we are compromised. We don't hear the full color of your voice. We don't hear the you.
Okay. Right.
And like we just learned Jana Harmon down. Like we need to assert ourselves. I don't want to only hear 10%.
Okay.
If you keep the larynx up, if the top is collapsed, if it's on this little box, it's like we only get a little bit of it. Oh, if it's relaxed, bester Jüngling, hold the chicken, or whatever the words are. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then one other thing, when you go low, a couple of times you had a little bit of root tongue tension, like on the bottom. Sometimes it sounds also like a jaw tension. Okay. When you go down, but generally all the time in your life when you're singing, the tongue, the bottom part goes on the lower part of the bottom teeth.
Okay.
Sometimes in a really intense situation where you feel compelled to withdraw it in the mouth, I would recommend putting the tongue even in the web. Curl it that far over that the arch has to go out of the throat. You just need your tongue to crawl out of the throat. I don't know what it is. This is the thing. Somebody's gonna work, right? Mm-hmm. You have your support muscles who could work. Right. You could spin the air in a lot of ways. You could do You could have your alveolar ridge like lifted. You could have a lot of people working, but in the absence of enough support, the throat is going to work. You know, the tongue is going to be like, I'll do it. I volunteer as tribute. I will go ahead and compromise and corrupt the sound for you because it sounds really resonant to me. The tongue like wants to draw attention to itself. Okay, so can you do a phrase that ends in a low note and try to prevent your tongue from getting like there in the bottom and like put the arch as far and high as you dare, even if it ends up sounding weird. Let's just find out what happens. Let's do a little exploration.
Ich mein Glück entdecken kann. Oh, okay.
Oh, good. No, that was good. You like let it go. You did let it go.
Okay.
Ich mein Glück. It's Glück. Glück. It's like a non-vowel for American mouth, probably. Glück, Glück. Try it again. Ich mein Glück.
Ich mein Glück entdecken kann.
What are those words? Sorry. Ich mein Glück und?
Oh, ich mein Glück entdecken kann.
Entdecken kann. Kann. Make it kind of brighter.
Okay.
Entdecken kann. Kann.
Entdecken kann.
Entdecken. It's like, it's a schwa, but it would be an colored schwa. Entdecken, which is not accented the way I'm saying it to show you what the vowel is. It sounds like I'm accenting. Entdecken kann.
Entdecken.
But I'm hearing, I'm hearing entdecken kann.
Oh,
Entdecken kann. Show me.
Entdecken kann.
Now sing it.
Entdecken kann.
There you go. Now I'm going to open up your eyes to a wonderful thing. So generally you were like so natural and composed and smiley and enjoying the piece. And it was a thrill to watch. And then when you got to the coloratura at the end, you were like, okay, this is the part where I got to be serious. And you were like, okay, I'm scared of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Do yourself the massive favor of going through and coming up with a motivator for all that coloratura.
Okay.
If it's so in life, sometimes we make weird sounds. If it's laughter, if it's crying, if it's sighing, come up with something that means something honest for you personally.
Okay.
And so when and ascribe meaning.
Okay.
Ascribe meaning. You don't even have to write it down in words, but I want you to have a sensation that motivates, an emotional sensation that motivates that culture rather than I'm doing it because it's on the page.
Right.
Okay. Because that's your next level. That's what you need to do next.
Mm-hmm.
Like sing it like it matters to you, not like it's a vocalese. You know what I mean? A lot of people have pretty voices, but not a lot of people can tell you a story with an awe. But if you can, that's the battle.
Okay.
And you're so close because I love it. Maybe it's because you're so young, you're like standing. Don't ever lose it. Please don't let anyone rob you of your joy. So anyway, let's, can we do that coloratura section? Mm-hmm. And maybe this is the moment to think about breathing in through your nose and maintaining that cool spot sensation. But then also, I just want you to think, like I would suggest, because this is such a happy love song and it's about like, requiting love, so you're, it's just so happy. It's like, I'm so happy. So do it from something like that. So try that, see if that resonates with you. Do you need a pitch or something, or are you able to just dive in?
I think I have it, but we'll find out.
Do you have a perfect pitch or something?
I wish. No, I think I remember it.
Okay, cool. That's pretty perfect. Okay. Okay, wait, sorry. I heard. Okay, I did it more than you did it, but you did a little bit.
Okay.
Even if you have to stick your tongue out. Okay? There you go. No, wait. So, okay. On the way down, you just gotta, okay. I'm going, it's like everyone is getting a little harder or something. Right. Lighten up. Maybe care less about the intonation for a second. What happens if you do that?
Okay.
I want to hear, or something that might help. Okay, try that. See, you know the pitches already. Now try take out the bitty bitty bees. and make it exuberant and happy.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. Tongue out on the bottom. Tongue out on the bottom.
Do you want me to start from, or okay? Where do you want me to
We're
start?
stupidly out of time. I talked way too much. I'm sorry, but you're glorious. I'm so happy for you. Brava. And please, I'm glad it's recorded. I hope you can watch back. And when you made the colorature a little bit happy, like it's just a delight to watch.
Sweet.
It's a delight.
Thank
you. Molto brava. Molto brava. I don't know how to my Italian so well. Good.
Thank
Good.
you.
Well done. Well done. Beautiful. Good luck with everything.
Thank you. And I love your singing and I appreciate your energy. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for that. Do you have any questions or anything? I'm sorry, I don't know how this works. They just told me 1 minute. So I'm like, oh gosh, time pressure. But if you had a question, I mean, this is the moment.
If she has a question for you, she can go ahead, yes.
Okay. There's going to be time at the end. I completely didn't know I was going to have time to ask questions.
Most likely.
Oh, no, that's okay. I just, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, if you think of a question, though, put it in the chat, okay? And we'll try to fit it at the end, okay? All right. So let's try to get to our next singer then. Who would like to go
next?
next?
That goes for everybody, right? I mean, we might not be able to get around to questions, but in case someone has one,
right,
I'm there.
Absolutely.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Hi.
I saw Rebecca first. So let's do Rebecca first, and then I think that was Gwen, right? You can go after Rebecca, okay? All right.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Grady Rucker, and I'd like to sing Einsam in Trüben Tagen.
Get it.
You can hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Live pianist. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's dig in. So this is totally my bag. This is, by the way, the aria that I auditioned with like when I was a young artist and in Houston, Texas. This was the first show I covered Elsa, and Adrian Pachanka was sick, so I had to do all the rehearsals. And I was so intimidated, and I was only 25, and I was like, I cannot go on to sing Elsa at 25. That would be a big mistake, which it didn't happen. And I'm glad, because once you start singing this, it's sort of hard to, people only see you as Wagner. It's funny. But anyway, okay. So yes, okay. I want to put something into your consciousness about what it means. So before this, we can assume from the rest of the text that she's like not a mystical kind of person that's had a great deal of like visions. This is a new experience. So what's happening is her brother is lost, and she's been accused of murdering her brother. There's a tribunal, a foreign king is brought in. She is the ruler. She would be the ruler. Whoever she marries is now going to be the ruler of Brabant, because it was supposed to be her brother. She's the older sister, but because she's female. But now whoever she marries is going to be like the king of her area. So König Heinrich has come from another place to judge her, either condemn her for murdering her brother and probably put her to death, or let her go free, right? So you're gonna die. Like, the ante is very high and it's very scary. And I think that the vision she has of Lohengrin, obviously it's real. I mean, he ends up coming. So for this intents and purposes of the story, it's real. She has this vision, you have to believe in it. But I think it will add, sorry, someone said, haha, that's opera for you. Yeah, it's true. But it will add a dimension if you, imagine she's maybe even embarrassed, like definitely a little bit afraid to say this, because she has there's nothing that can defend her. The brother is missing. They're completely taking the word of Telramund, who has accused you. It's so dangerous. You're literally going to be killed. Okay. And your brother is dead. Your parents are dead. There's no one there for you. Elsa is utterly alone. And then they say, what do you have to say for yourself? And you have this introduction. And so imagine you're like on trial, and there's all these men. She's like the only woman in the room. She's young and she's scared, and they're going to kill her. And she's looking at him, and all she has to say for herself is, well, I had a dream that like a knight came, and like, that's all she has. That is a pathetic legal defense. That's very inadequate in a court of law. But she says she convinces them to let her do this trial by combat thing, right? But add to you the anxiety of, I'm going to be murdered. So when it starts, and also you can hear so much in this introduction. When you have this octave thing, I think the first one, it's like she notices another threat, sort of like somebody is so something changes. So there are lots of musical transitions that I want you to underline with your emotional experience during this aria. Okay, so let's listen to the introduction again. And I want you to picture this, like, you maybe have handcuffs on. You are actually going to be killed. Okay, this is seriously scary. Now, can your lovely pianist, we can't see, I'm sorry, I don't mean to not address you by name, but
It's okay.
Hi, can you play the introduction again?
Got it.
Look around. This is scary. Look at them. Look at all of them. Like, oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, powerful. Gulp. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I have no other choice. So wait, sorry. I was also gonna say, wait a second before you sing. Also, you have so much time in this introduction, right? That's like a full 10 seconds. You can do a lot with that.
Okay.
Where I think what you should be doing is going, potentially, this is just a choice. You can make any choice. This is your art. But I would say something like, am I going to tell them this? You know they're about to think you're fully crazy. You're going to say, I had a dream about a holy night. Oh, sorry, I only have 5 minutes. Dang it, I talk too much. Okay, so you know that you're about to be considered crazy. So you have to conquer your fear of that and realize this is all you have. And by the time you play the bottom of by the time you play the bottom of the octave, you're like, okay, I'm in. I'm going to say it. And then you try to set the scene. Then the first line, einsam in trüben Tagen, habe ich zu Gott gefleht. You're trying to tell them like, look, okay, I'm about to tell you what happened. I was alone. It was dark. It was terrifying. I prayed. You know what I mean? You're setting all the scene. And then when it gets to the swan theme, da, 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 then I want you to be in the vision, like as if it's happening at present. Okay, go, go, go. They're gonna think you're crazy, but you don't have anything else. Okay, I'm gonna tell them. I'm deciding, I'm gonna tell them. Okay. Okay, pause. That's more beautiful. That's more compelling to me. And I want you to make more thoughts like this. And please make the interludes when you're not singing even almost more important than when you are singing for the story, for your character. Okay?
Yeah.
But also, I want to say on the bottom, this is funny, 2 singers in a row. You're having some tongue tension issues. Im Gebet. Go ahead. Relax that crap into chest voice. Why not? You can have a chest heavy mixed voice, by which I mean you're just relaxed. The bottom is not up. Gebet. The tongue is not retracted. And Gott ist im Gebet. Go ahead and sing just that line. Gott ist im Gebet. Gebet. It's really close. Gebet. Okay, that is something funky. Something. Can you do that? I just hear that tongue really gripping on the bottom. I'm so sorry. So say it once. Goss sich im Gebet. Might be a goose. What is it? A goose? Is it an S set or 2 S's?
It's 2 S's.
A goss. Goss. It's open, like open O. Goss sich im Gebet. Just say it.
Goss ich im Gebet.
There you go. See, that's your chest voice. Goss ich im Gebet. Easy. Spoken. Goss ich im Gebet. That's better. Da drang aus meinem Stillen ein Let's talk about this. So she says this weird line. A sound came out of me that was so loud and weird. It's like she's making herself the victim of this experience. So you're like, you might think I'm crazy. I even think I'm crazy, but this is what happened. Do you know what I mean? Da drang aus meinem Stöhnen ein Laut so klagevoll. Like, I didn't even recognize the sound and it came out of me. So anyway, I just want you to make this a very honest story. Make her real in a way that we could relate to. If you were to have some prayer experience and have this massive vision, like that has happened to people historically, a lot of people. And what happens to them then afterwards? They share it with the people around them. They're probably met with like varying degrees of skepticism. And I'm just saying, like, make this very honest. Make your Elsa like she's suffering and she's confused. And then it's also amazing because she says, please, can we just call for a combat? And they say, they have the Herrufer go, whoever came here to fight for Elsa, go ahead and come forward. And nobody freaking comes. And she's like, Oh no, please, please don't kill me. Can you, don't kill me though, but like, can you just call one more time? Like, she's so desperate, there's nothing left. And then they call again, and who comes? Lohengrin comes. So if you make a big deal out of the anxiety now, when Lohengrin shows up, the relief is like, it's so rewarding for the public. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We totally ran out of time. I'm sorry, but beautiful singing.
Thank you so much.
Don't have tongue tension in the bottom, and take your text, make your text very honest. Okay, brava.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, thank you, Rebecca. And up next we have Gwen.
All right, Gwen. Do we though? Do we have Gwen?
There's
Sorry, didn't unmute. Hi.
I do not see you yet. I see CS Music.
Hi, I'm here. Can you?
There you are.
Awesome. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we are
Okay.
ready for you, Gwen.
All right. I will be singing Batti Batti O Bel Mazzetto from Don Giovanni.
You got to say your name. You got to say your name and in tone down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi,
That's
my name
okay.
is Gwyneth Ricks, and I will be singing Batti Batti O Bel Mazzetto from Don Giovanni by Mozart. Batti, batti, o bel masetto, la tua povera Zerlina, stavo qui con piagnilina, le tue botte ad aspettar. I'm 18.
Oh, you're a baby. Hi. Okay, brava, great job. Let's talk about this. When you sing, what you want to get, like all singing is very simple at the end of the day. You want good adduction of the vocal folds and breath support. Basically, that's it, right? I mean, there's all these other elements. There's a lot of artistry obviously involved. If you were to blow air across the vocal cords of a cadaver, it would make sound. So you don't need musculature to make the voice vibrate. Okay, so that's what I mean. You need a good air support and you need the cords to close. Right now, I'm hearing from you, the cords are not closing all the way. There's a little gap.
Mm-hmm.
It's not dangerous. It's just, it's compromised. We don't hear all of the beauty of your tone. So here's how I recommend that you work on it. You're 18. When I was 18, I had no freaking clue how to warm up. I don't know. I didn't know what to do to warm up. I was like, okay, me, but whatever. I sang. It's fine. You know what I mean? And often it worked and often it didn't. I didn't really know how to control it. You need to get your cords to close well. So I would recommend that you do SOVT exercises every day, 2 minutes, a minimum of 2 minutes. SOVT means semi-occluded vocal tract. So that means you don't sing with a wide open mouth, like, la, whatever, that comes later. At first you need, I don't know why this works, but if you close your mouth in part, it changes the pressure relationship above and below the vocal folds. So if you, I don't know if you've ever seen something with a straw. If you get a straw, this is probably the best one is with a straw. But also you can go, you're just making it so not a ton of air can come out at once.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, don't even do pitches, do sirens, go up a little bit higher, and you're just gonna iron it out. Set a timer for 2 minutes. But actually, can we say 3? I mean, I want to make this as easy as possible. And I don't know what your life is, maybe, but I do this when I'm performing, I do semi-included vocal tract exercises for 15 minutes. And it's super stupid and boring. My favorite one has been, although I'm changing my mind in favor of the z, but I prefer to, but the reason this works, it's funny because it's not singing. So I used to think like, why do so many people, and also when I was 18, I couldn't lip buzz. I couldn't do it. When teachers told you to do it, I was like, I couldn't make it happen. Okay. You need to figure out a semi-occluded vocal tract exercise that works for you and do it for a minimum of 3 minutes a day because you need your cords to close all the way in a gentle way. Okay. I can tell you to go, in fact, we can try that. You want to go before and then start singing and see if it closes the cords.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there's air escaping. So that one isn't good. But anyway, that's too muscular. I don't love it. So I think I'm going to recommend the semi-occluded. That is what occluded, OCLUDED, semi-occluded vocal tract, SOVT. If you look it up, you could probably find a lot of examples of this. But my favorite, again, just make sure your tongue isn't withdrawn within your mouth. Actually, try this for me. Good. Keep going. Keep going up higher. There you go. So when you went up, it was closed. When you came down, the cords opened again. So we have to be conscientious of going down. Most people assume that when you go down, it's not as hard. So we sort of quit the support. It's very normal. Everybody does this. So what I like to do is when I'm coming down, I think that I'm like going down a hill. So it has to go down the front instead of the back. So you have to carry it down instead of like just letting it fall off.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that seems like that's just physiological. I just think physiologically you need your cords to close. So you got to stop having this relationship where the air pressure keeps them open. Semi-occluded vocal tract exercises should close your cords. And I would say a minimum of 2 to 3 minutes a day. But you can do as long as you like. They're actually very healthy. I think it would be very hard to fatigue yourself doing them. But if you have that, particularly, by the way, in the morning before you even use your voice to speak, the voice is so delicate. And I think a lot of us, me particularly, if I'm going to hurt my voice, I'm not going to do it singing. I'm going to do it speaking in the wrong way, without support, without resonance. So anyway, let's sing this again. Actually, can you sing all of this on a semi-occluded vocal tract exercise? I'm going to recommend a.
Like a raspberry?
Huh?
Like a raspberry?
Yes.
Okay.
Super not COVID friendly.
Actually, I was trying to do one of those earlier today and I was like spitting everywhere.
It's normal. It's part of it. A drool. Yeah. Stick your tongue between your teeth and like bite gently. Don't bite, but I mean, close the space and then push a little bit of air over your tongue. That's the whole
Okay.
story. You don't need to play the track. I'm pretty sure that's your pitch. Actually, maybe I don't know. Maybe we should play to get a right pitch because I don't know what it is.
Great. I'll just.
Wait. I mean, show me with your hands that you're going down the front when you go down in pitch rather than falling off the back. By the way, if it becomes hard, bite a little bit harder on your tongue. If it becomes weird to vibrate, if it wants to stop, just bite your tongue a little bit harder. I have to do this in the extreme top and sometimes in the bottom. It's just bite your tongue a little harder, it will help.
Okay.
Oh no, go ahead and do it with the. It's okay, spin your fingers. Now make your fingers do. And there you go. So yeah, you need to, I'm sorry, you're not comfortable trying this out in front of people. I understand it's new. So to give yourself a break, you don't have to be perfect or anything, but you need to practice semi-occluded vocal tract exercises every day because you need to teach your body that the cords can vibrate with extremely little vocal air pressure. You don't need to blow air at the cords ever.
Okay.
It's just gentle. Okay. If you give a lot of air, it like doesn't work. And it hurts the voice, hurts. It's prevents efficient closure of the vocal folds.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do yeah, do you want to just start over and try it one more time now?
Okay. With the raspberry or just sing?
Nah, go ahead and do the words. Let's see what happens if you do the words. Okay, one more thing. Sorry. Now, so we know your pitch. I want to go from there and I want you to make a fish, like a little swimmy fish with your hand, and you want you to make him swim all the time. Whatever. Go ahead from there. Wait. The larynx is like in your eyeballs. In your eyes. Make a sound. Do you know Cher? Cher, like, do you believe in life after love? Okay, think of Cher and you're gonna go, oh. Okay, be Cher for a second. Let's hear it. No. Do like Cher. Try like Cher. There you go. Your larynx is down. Yeah, get it.
Okay.
Go ahead, do it again. It's okay. Wait. So the low informs the high.
Uh-huh.
think yum pa. You have to, when you go down, you have to be a little bit more careful. You have to put it down the front. Yum pa.
Okay.
It's like an escalator. When you go down the front. But it's like when you go up, imagine you're going up the part that's underneath where no one is standing.
Okay.
Think more shared. So the larynx. I want the larynx to go up. Great. We are out of time, unfortunately, but you can totally work on this. It's beautiful. So what did I say? Semi-occluded vocal tract exercises, minimum of 3 minutes a day. Do yourself a favor. It's like a massage. That's the other thing. It's so good for the voice. Get yourself closed. Get the pressure relationship healthy so that you get good closure of the vocal folds. This is what you need. And when you go up, don't go like this with the high larynx. Do it like Cher. Think Cher. Oh, woo! Okay, everybody take my... Someone said I could hear the difference when it opened up. Bravo. Yeah. It's then we hear more of what you are. Great job, Gwen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, great job, Gwen. So we are on to our last singer, who is Courtney Daniels. Are you ready?
Hi.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, but I can't see you.
Oh.
Oh, there you are. I see you.
Hi. So just gonna get it out of the way. Huge fan. Saw you sing Rusalka in San Francisco, and it was like everything.
Oh, it was my fave to
Oh,
date.
God.
To date, my favorite thing I've ever done. Really. Oh.
I know. I wish I could find a recording of it because I just want to listen to it over and over again. But
They recorded it. I'm giving them I'm hassling them. They recorded it like for the archive, but they did it in HD and like, so I'm like, guys, just release that crap. Come on.
yes, please.
I'm obviously really biased, but I just think the people need it. It was such a good project. Everyone was great. Brandon Jovanovich was so great. Insun Kim conducting. It was like, everybody was amazing. Jamie Barton as Yeji Bob, am I right? Oh, it's my favorite project.
It was unbelievable. Like my husband
coming.
went with me, and he's not like really an opera guy. He's like supportive husband, and he was like, "This was awesome, Courtney. This was so good." I'm like, "Yeah,
I love hearing that." Oh, thank you, Courtney. Okay, so introduce yourself to us, and don't forget to intone down.
Yes, my name is Courtney Daniels.
Now that went up. That's a question.
Oh,
that's normal.
Still?
This is how we self-efface to make other people comfortable. My name is Courtney Daniels. My name is Courtney Daniels. Just be comfortable with yourself enough to say your name in a calm way.
Okay. My name is Courtney Daniels. I'm going to be singing Senza Mama from Puccini's Suor Angelica. I didn't know if I should maybe say a little bit about what the song's about because I'm sure you know, but nobody else. Okay, just do it.
But hey, no, this is your job. Teach them with the song.
Okay.
No, that's cheating.
Okay.
That's cheating.
Fair.
We don't actually, this is the thing. Okay, I gotta say something about this.
Yes.
We don't need, if it's done really well, we don't even need the context is moving, the context is wonderful, the piece is great, it's always worthwhile. But if you're doing your job, there are things, if you're honest, if you express this text in an honest way, even if people don't know exactly what it's about, it's going to resonate within them. And they're gonna relate to it, and they're gonna feel things. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're presentational, if you're like, this is so sad, look how sad the song is, which happens a lot in opera, then we're like, oh, what an impressive voice. Yeah, I feel nothing except I'm a little bit impressed. This is not the point. It's not about ego. It's about the stories. It's about people in the audience going and having their heart changed because you were so honest and so able to be vulnerable that they recognize themselves in it. That's what you need to be. Weirdly a mirror, but not, you don't do it like that. You do it by being honest. So anyway, sorry. Thank you. Don't tell us what it's about. Plus, I don't. A lot of people know.
I'll get my accompanist and we'll do this.
Oh, thank you. It's pornographically sad that really, it's like, it's pornographically sad. You know what I mean? It's like so over the top. For those of you who don't know, it's about a dead baby. So the mom who's a nun who gave the baby to her sister, and the sister let the baby die. She thought he was alive. He should be 7. The aunt finally comes in and is like, oh, the baby dead. And she's like, what? The baby said, it's the worst. It's the worst. Okay, let's talk about this. You also need semi-occluded vocal tract exercises for sure, because your pressure relationship is not functioning the way that you need.
Okay.
So it's too much pressure. You have almost every cutoff is subglottal pressurized. So it's like, you're also not letting phrases flow freely. So let me enter something into your consciousness that when you sing, you want to maintain the conditions of inhalation. So you are suspending the exhale. Don't cave to the pressure of the exhale. Don't go at the end. It has to stick. It's like you stop singing and then you're allowed to relax. It's like you can't, that's the hard bit. So I want you to imagine that your lowest rib of your rib cage. So here's the thing. When people talk about support, there's a lot of talking. There's a lot of regions of the body, and sing from the toes and sing from the pubic bone and whatever. But for I can't feel. So what I told people consistently in the beginning of my teaching life, and what I heard from multiple teachers, is to put my thumb on my belly button and breathe into my hand as it rested on the lower part of my abdomen. For me, there's not enough, like, it doesn't move far enough for me to make that big. Whereas the bottom rib, you can tell if that crap is collapsed or expanded, right? The rib cage generally, but specifically, I just think about the bottom one, because even the whole rib cage, I'm like, oh, it's a whole, I don't want the shoulders up. I just want the bottom rib to be out as big as possible. So if you breathe out all the way. This, by the way, guys, I have a weekly masterclass called Real Opera Life School. I'm just going to do a quick plug. It's $30 a month. You can sing for me privately. Like, we do 20-minute 20-minute lessons, mini lessons. So everyone's welcome to join. It's really fun, and I have a lot of wonderful guests, and it's a totally great experience. What I call in Real Opera Life School the ritual is you breathe all your air out, breathe in through your nose, expand the lowest rib cage, and then you start singing. Okay, this is the ritual. Breathe all your air out, because the exhale previous to the inhale before a long phrase is just as important as the inhale. If you don't get all the air out and then you take another breath on top, you stack. Yep. And then you stagnate. So your breath pressure situation isn't working for you as well as it should. Maybe it's a function of being a little bit nervous and like lots of whatever. So I'm sorry, don't be nervous. I love you, don't be nervous. I'm here for you. Okay, so let's start over.
Okay.
Actually, dang it, do you have a piano? What is the pitch? I don't want to.
I do. I just need a D.
Okay, so when you breathe in, breathe out all the way, do the ritual, breathe in through your nose, and then you're going to try to maintain that expanded ribcage throughout a phrase. I don't want it to collapse. Good. One other condition. Your tongue is like, you're swallowing your tongue. You got to crawl that tongue out of your throat. So the vocal tract is like a banana, right? And you have one end here and one end here, whatever. In here, the prime resonance real estate is going to be the oropharynx, which is the space between the top of the larynx and like before the air goes into your nose. This space behind your tongue is prime resonance real estate, okay? So often people occlude that, which is a mistake because you want it to resonate. So you need your tongue forward so that you can resonate in the oropharynx. If the tongue goes back, it absorbs sound waves and we get less out into the room. Get the tongue forward and then ring like crazy in that oropharynx behind it, okay? Say it with the tongue fat in your mouth, the tip on the lower bottom part of the lower teeth, and the tongue fat and forward. Senza mamma bimbo tu sei morto. Say it for me.
Senza mamma bimbo tu sei morto.
There you go. Now sing it. Senza mamma bimbo tu sei morto. Tu sei morto. So I'm hearing, I'm hearing like, what is that? It's not, if it's not your tongue, if your tongue is out, what could that be? Tu sei morto. So say, tu sei morto.
Tu sei morto.
Tu, deep tu, not tall. Tu sei morto.
Tu sei morto.
Tu sei morto.
Tu sei morto.
I'm hearing tall, so tu sei.
Tu sei morto.
Go ahead. Yay, yay. So I'm hearing, wait, no, I'm hearing a massive R color. Yay, yay. So here's the truth about and a, in my opinion, they're garbage vowels. They're garbage. The chords are like, I don't want to close. So what do? We get tongue tension, we get jaw tension, we get alveolar ridge tension, all kinds of weird tension to compensate for these ridiculous vowels. What you need is an O umlaut, okay? Round it a little bit more. So instead of saying say, you're gonna say say. So it's like an See what I'm saying? Say bird. If you said the word bird with a British accent, say the word bird with a British accent.
Bird.
Bird. Say.
Bird.
Say. Tu sei morto. Try it.
Tu sei morto.
There you go.
Tu sei morto. Tu sei
Yes.
morto. Yeah.
So in the room, I guarantee you we hear say, but you do yourself a favor by rounding the tract. It's gonna get more resonant so the chords are not gonna open and you're not gonna necessitate that root tongue tension that's giving you an R color, okay?
That makes sense.
I can't remember how it goes. Just, can you do the second phrase or something? Give yourself a D again and maybe start over, because you could say Sorensen. It's the same. Sorensen, not Sensa. Some people advocate for singing like that. I cannot sing like that. Whenever I hear people sing like that, I'm like, get it back in. I need it to resonate in the oropharynx. This is like, for me, the true way. But I know there's like lots of ways. But for me, I love me a rounded vowel. Maria Callas never sang an E like that. She sang it like A. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Give yourself a D again, so we're sure what we're doing. There we go. Say le tue labbra senza I baci. Sì, senza I baci miei. Okay? No. Sei morto. Yeah, that might be, okay, that's 5% too far, but this is the right track. Brava. Now you also have to go all the way to E. Say. Morto. So I'm getting it's really ooh colored O at the end. Morto. That's better. That's more. No. Mier, miei, miei.
Yay. Yay.
Brava. Yes.
Okay.
I hope you can
Yeah,
hear
it
a
feels like
playback.
a totally different place.
That's the right place.
Okay.
B is the right place.
Okay.
Scolorino. No. Scolorino. So you can think the E is like a U umlaut. Scolorino. Okay. Almost, but now you have to run. Scolorino. Fredde. Show me again. There you go. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Now I'm like, what am I singing?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yeah, what are the words?
Okay. Okay. Moves.
Well, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we are all the way out of time, but brava. You can do this. Semi-occluded vocal tract exercises. Think about your rib cage. Breathe into your lowest rib and don't let it collapse throughout the phrase.
Okay.
Get friendly with the umlaut vowels to compensate for an E and an F. A lot of voices will get funky on bright vowels because they don't marry to the rest of the voice. You marry them with an umlaut. Just give them a little more roundness and then it's all sort of cohesive without falling out of the line.
School.
Do it. We'd be so happy to have you. Real Opera Life School. And somebody asked, and I think you email realoperalifeschool@gmail.com. That's all it is. And then Liv, my press agent, will give you more information. And I don't know if she does limited enrollment. I'm sure we'd be happy to take you. I mean, like whatever. Say you're from this, and we'll make an exception if there's an enrollment issue. Okay. So thank you so much. We're happy to. It was my pleasure to hear you.
Thank you so much.
Well, congratulations to all the singers. Thank you so much, Rachel, for your time and your attention and
My
sharing
pleasure.
your expertise. I'm so sorry, guys, that we have to go because we do have our main stage masterclass happening actually within the next 6 minutes with Nathan and Julie Gunn tonight. So I invite you all to come and join for that. But I hope that you've been enjoying the day so far. I know it's been a long day of classes, but I hope that you've enjoyed all of it and that we'll see you back tomorrow, okay? Thank you again, Rachel, for all of your time. And I
My pleasure. Good job, everybody.
hope everybody has a great night. All right, bye-bye.
Sorry, can we write in the chat box? Somebody asked to write in the chat box.
Sure.
realoperalifeschool@gmail.com.
Real Opera Life.
Mm-hmm.
Opera Life or Live?
Life, like the life, la vida.
Life School. realoperalifeschool@gmail.com. All right, guys.
There
So
it is.
I encourage you to go check that out. And Rachel said you mentioned that you were part of the 2021 convention with CS Music and that they can make an exception if need be. Okay?
For the
All right.
enrollment.
That's right. See you guys later. And I hope
Bye,
to
everybody.
masterclass. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.